Today on Sunrise, a $20 million verdict for a former Portland Timbers goalie. Why he says he'd trade it all for a time machine. Plus, a violent robbery leaves police searching for the suspect and a small family business shaken. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this rainy Saturday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. Your headlines in just a minute. But first, let's check in with Daisy Caballero with a quick look at our forecast.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello. The rain is here to come for us and stick with us for at least the first part of the day. Then we'll see a little more dry time and actually some sunshine as well. I'll give you your full forecast in just a few minutes. But looking at our satellite and radar, starting to, of course, still see some bands of showers move up and down the I-5 corridor. A little bit north of us, though, up in Battleground and near La Center, Ridgefield too, they're currently seeing some pretty heavy downpour at times. But again, it's very short-lived. We should mostly be seeing scattered showers throughout the morning. And like I mentioned, more of that dry time. Currently right now, it is 46 degrees. Last check out at PDX. We are in the 40s for the majority of us. 44 over in Troutdale, 41 for Sandy, 40 for Happy Valley, 44 for both Kaiser and Salem, and 38 degrees for Silverton. So by about noon or 11 o'clock, we should be in the 50s. And your weekend at a glance, a daytime high today of 57. Once again, scattered showers to partly sunny skies. And for tomorrow, some rain is in the forecast, though tomorrow's the warmest day, Libby, 61 degrees. Back to you.
Thank you, Daisy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the situation in Eugene this weekend. Some residents there have been ordered out of their homes after the ground beneath them began to shift following recent heavy rain. This is in the Moon Mountain neighborhood on the city's east side. 3 newly built homes began tilting downhill, one of them buckling completely. Crews are working to stabilize the hillside in hopes of saving the other 2, but the one most badly damaged will be demolished next week. It is a big victory for a former Timbers player who sued a team doctor for medical malpractice. Friday, a Multnomah County jury awarded him more than $20 million. Alma McCarty spoke with him following that decision.
Today I'll never forget.
After years on the pitch at Providence Park, Jake Gleason's dream career to be an athlete and play professional soccer ended abruptly.
I started this journey when I was 10 years old, and it was taken away from me because a doctor cut corners.
He expected to be out for just a couple of months following a surgery to repair bilateral tibial stress fractures. But the operation, performed by Dr. Richard Edelson, a club physician, led to infection, to 14 additional surgeries, and to debilitating pain.
Candidly, I think I could still be playing. As a kid, all I wanted to do was be an athlete, and he's taken that away from me, and he's taken away my physical attributes to do a lot of things. And I never got a choice. He never asked me.
Now, 6.5 years later, a Multnomah County jury awarded Gleason more than $20 million in damages after he sued Edelson for medical malpractice.
The community has spoken. What happened in that operating room was not okay.
His attorneys argued the metal plate implanted into his leg wasn't properly sterilized and that the doctor not only used a flash sterilization method, but he didn't tell Gleason that he did.
Instead of going through their normal 15 steps of cleaning it before they put it in, it's only putting it in the machine after a couple minutes of hand washing. That's it. And the difference is you're taking something out that's hot and wet, putting it into the OR, and you're allowing all the microorganisms to wick onto it. And that's what happened here.
During the 3-week trial, the defense argued that this type of sterilization is safe and effective. But the jury ultimately sided with the former goalie.
If they have a time machine, I'll happily take that over any amount of money that they offer. And I truly believe that if I could go back to that day to not go into that surgery, to have one more chance to play in front of the Timbers Army, I would take the time machine.
And that was Alma McCarty reporting. Gleason expressed his deep gratitude for the jury's decision. He said he'd like to re-engage with the Timbers Army and go back to Providence Park as a fan. A Vancouver man stands charged with the murder of his grandmother. We first told you about Patricia Jimmerfield's death back in early October. Friday, police arrested 2 people for her murder: her grandson, 31-year-old Jordan Sullivan, along with a friend, Alyssa Williams. Both are also charged with stealing from Jimmerfield before killing her. A Multnomah County woman will spend nearly 2 years in prison for starving her stepson. Family members say the mistreatment went on for almost 5 years, with Jamie Strom using a feeding tube and claiming the boy refused to eat by mouth. At one point, prosecutors say the 9-year-old weighed less than 40 pounds. In 2019, after meeting with a dietitian, the child was sent to a hospital and quickly regained weight. In court on Friday, family members wanted a longer sentence for Strom.
How is it acceptable that it's barely under 2 years that we fought this long? Barely under 2 years is what she's getting in a sentence for almost killing a child.
I just want the opportunity to be able to fix the mistakes that I have made as a mom, to repair the damage that I have caused.
Then it becomes.
Relatives now say they're focused on pushing lawmakers for harsher sentences when it comes to mistreating children. In Northeast Portland, an employee at a family-run convenience store is recovering after he was hurt trying to stop a suspected thief. This happened Monday night at the On Mart on Northeast MLK in Fremont. Surveillance video shows the suspect throwing items at the employee after the workers say he caught him trying to shoplift. Then he confronts the suspect at the door and the two get into a fight. The worker says the suspect had a knife and cut him several times.
He have something sharp like pocket knife or something, which is he hurt me here and on my forehead. Some people, they came after night, especially some people they are drunk already, and sometimes people they are high. They don't know what they are doing, they don't know what they are saying.
Employees say incidents like this have been common. At one point, they tried to keep the store open 24 hours, but had to cut back hours because it wasn't safe. Bystanders helped stop a driver that deputies say hit another car while speeding down Highway 99 in Hazeldale Thursday. 56-year-old Kimberly Butler, who was in the other car, died in that crash. Clark County deputies say the suspect tried to run from the scene, but more than 20 bystanders were there to stop him. That driver, Diego Quintana, is now charged with vehicular homicide and hit and run. Detectives released pictures of the passengers in his car they're still trying to identify and are asking any witnesses to come forward. United Healthcare and OHSU have reached a last-minute deal to keep patients with United Healthcare in network. United Healthcare made the announcement this morning. The previous deal was set to expire Monday. Both sides have been negotiating for months, and if a deal wasn't reached, it would have impacted 74,000 patients. Vancouver is considering a major expansion that could make it the second largest city in Washington. It is our big topic on this week's edition of Straight Talk. The City Council is looking at 4 potential scenarios. One would involve incorporating all of the city's urban growth area. The city manager says this isn't the only topic. Geological expansion is one thing, but also addressing challenges around public services.
We've had this big discussion about law and justice, and the area needs a significant increase in police services. We're geared to provide an urban service model, and you look at it and you look at the density of the people that are there and the call volume. Sheriff's departments are typically built around a rural services model, but one agency or the other needs to be staffed up to be able to cover the 160,000 people that live out there adequately.
The conversation looks at how changes at the federal level are affecting firefighters locally, along with the ongoing effort to replace the I-5 bridge. Check out Straight Talk anytime on your schedule. That's on our free KGW Plus TV app, available now on Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV.